Hello, everyone. My name is Andy, and welcome to episode 6 of My Forever Hardcore World. And once again, we have the Minecraft music playing. And the sun's going down. That's wonderful, I guess. Literally just hopped in and the sun's already going down. Well, good thing to see that these trees are actually growing. Fortunately, only a few have not grown. That's fine though. Oh, these ones also have not grown. Okay. Planting a few more. I mean, what I could also start doing is just flattening this out, flattening these little hills. But I'd rather just continue getting rid of the trees and filling in the mine shaft. I don't really like the new dog noises or wolf noises in Minecraft. Kind of startles me. think I should also start working on the trees over here as well. Probably not in today's episode, but should start figuring that area out sooner rather than later. think I'm actually just gonna break this. I mean, hey, it's free XP, might as well. Alright, the spawners have yet to light up. Well, I think it's 2 spawners, I don't actually know. But this goes on forever. And of course, cursed water blocks. Ugh. Mm. We are getting quite a lot of copper though. Which does save quite a lot of resource gathering. Let's see if I can quickly place a torch on there. Yeah, I can't really tell if it's just 1 or 2. There's like so much string everywhere. I hope it's just 1. But now I need to head back to the surface because I have no stone and my stone sword broke. If I can remember how to get out of here. It's like a maze. Almost. It's almost a maze actually. Well, at this rate, I think it is a maze. I think it's more of a maze than it isn't. And it's nighttime. I forget how short the days are, or days and night cycle is in Minecraft. That zombie's wearing chainmail armor. And my chests are getting quite full as well. How much string is here? My goodness. Ooh, lapis. And that just led to a dead end, okay. Kinda sad. Kinda expected, like, a minecart chest. And I'm just gonna... Oh. Well, that could have gone horribly. Hey, Noko, me want some pets. Got my cat on my lap again. Here are spiders, but I do not see them. Oh, there's... I wonder if that's connected to the one up above us. Or if that's like an entirely new part. Yeah, I think it may be the same one. I think I'm just gonna slowly start not filling it all in. Since it's gonna take a lot of cobblestone. Or, yeah, stone and cobblestone. How do I get out of here? I mean, I would like to, like, fill it all in, but at this point I really doubt would have enough cobblestone to do so. And I think I have it pretty lit, so it shouldn't uh, have any issues. Except for whatever that cave, I presume. Though we heard the spiders from... Well, we didn't see a cave, but heard spiders somewhere. Huh, Kumi. Except you can't hear anything that's going on in the game. Yeah. I almost just fell off the edge. Oh, that was close. Trying to be careful to not get unalived. Actually, let's start mining some of these blocks. And we got a cave right there. That's great. I have no torches, so I can't light that up. Hmm. Mm. You're okay. I was just moving my chair. Now that that's a different zombie though, but now it has copper armor and despawned. Don't like how there's creepers over there though. Not a fan of the creepers. Do you want to get down? Or not? You gonna stay? Okay. Or, okay. You gotta make up your mind. It's either you stay or you don't stay. Okay, but I need my hand back. Thank you. Holding my hand hostage. No, you can't have my hand, Comey. I need my hand. Really? I said I needed my hand. You're just being a baby, aren't you? You want all the attention. But you can't have attention right now, you gotta wait. Oh no. Not doing a few. Mm. Think I might actually make this the wood chest. Seeing as we are getting a whole bunch of wood. Probably too much wood actually, but we'll need all this wood eventually when the time comes. When building, then we will have all the wood we need. I do think one of the things I am going to do for like each of the empires, except I don't know how well it'll turn out. But I do want sort of like in the center, even though I was thinking of having like the castle estate that the royals live in. But then I was thinking, what if I had it where it was like a big tree or something. Not for all the empires, of course, since, well, I guess if we wanted to try to make a tree out of coral. Or a tree out of ores, I guess we could try doing that. Probably would not look that good actually, though. But sort of just like have a tree. At least for like this biome and some of the others. I guess you could think of like it being like a statue in the middle of like, I guess, town square. In the middle of the town. Which we could still do actually. Just trying to think of how that would look. I mean, I think it would be cool, you know, having a specific, forgot I need to make torches to light that up. Like some specific like statue or I guess something like that of that sort to represent the kingdom or the empire in this case. So basically like a statue is what it would actually be. Which I think would be cool. But that will be in the future for when we decide if we should do that or not. Probably will do something of the sort, but who knows, it might end up being different or it might not. Just have to wait and see. Hmm. Wanted to get rid of these two trees, but then there's like this empty space. Let's see if we can plant some trees right here. Hello, doggo. Yeah, I really don't like the new dog noises. Sounds aggressive, Jesus. I wonder why I don't like them. It's aggressive dog noises. Oh, actually, what if we had like the tree actually, I don't know if I would really want it to be in a spruce tree. Or, well, I'm not sure if I would do it for this biome. Would probably do it for the cherry blossom one, though. But I just remembered that what if it was like a chapel? Maybe for like the royals or like a special chapel. Special in meaning it's like, what would the word be? I guess it could be blessed by the gods, and that's why it's like special. Could have it be like that. Because, I mean, we're gonna have like well, not too sure yet. But I imagine we're not just gonna have one church. I mean, we'll have like one chapel, which we could have that one, I guess, like in all of those one type of animes where it's like this divine thing or divine church or whatnot. I don't really watch those types of animes anymore, since majority of them are like, let's just say 18 plus. Except for the one anime that was one of the first animes I watched, and it was actually very good. Of course, it ended up actually being very sad anime, but I know there was this one anime I watched, and it was like a giant tree in the chapel. And it was like you can actually, or I guess those blessed by the goddess can actually contact the goddess in that chapel. So I think what we might do is like have a giant tree in a chapel. Of course, I still gotta figure out how I want the whole separation thing to be. Like if I the status of people, how I want that to work. Of course, it's just me in this world, but for lore reasons, since majority is gonna be majority of all the things that I talk about and will soon write in like notebooks, leaving or not notebooks, books and quills, and leaving them around the world. Those are all lore of the world and of how things are in the world. But I mean, I imagine that everyone would be allowed in a chapel, maybe, well, I guess depending on the the empire. I don't know, I would have to dive more into it to figure it all out. But I mean, I guess for like the chapel, like it doesn't matter if you can afford to go there or not. You would be allowed access to it. Mainly depending on your situation. So like if you got cursed by a witch, depending on the curse, you would be allowed into the chapel. But I think for this world, or at least, yeah, for this world, I think that, which I might change it in the future. But I like to think, regardless of your status, you're allowed to go into the chapel. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, charcoal. I'm just gonna take 2 pieces. So I can make some torches, which is only 8, but that's fine. That'll have to do for now. Because, I mean, not everyone is gonna have a whole bunch of money to be able to, like, get the best type of, Ooh, this is actually a bigger cave. Way bigger. I think I need more torches. Call me. Gotta be a good kitty. She decided to hop off my lap and now she's being a crazy kitty. She got tired of sleeping, I guess. Even though she wasn't really sleeping. Oh well. I at least like to think, at least in the overworld, getting the care you need is not expensive. Well, I guess depending on which empire you live in. I guess as well. But of course, this is all for like the future me to think about though. Well, I guess I can also think about it as well, but in the very far future, I'll be probably changing everything and all that. Changing the lore specifically. And also, I guess depending on like how hard it is for like the Empire to also get resources and everything from the other empires. Like for instance, the Ocean Empire. I imagine it might actually be harder to come uh to get those resources, like to get wood and all that. Well, I mean besides, shipwrecks. But I mean they could probably only get wood, at least a different variety of wood from trading. And so who knows like how long it would take to get the wood. So that's why I'm thinking for certain things for each empire, so like the chapels, I imagine it would be free since depending on which empire you live in, it might be harder to acquire. The potions, medicines, well, potions, since the only healing items we have are either food and potions, but we can use our imagination though for that, which is going to be used quite a lot for this world. I mean, unless one of your friends just so happens to be uh, a witch, then you are in luck. But if you don't, then you're gonna have to hope that your local, I guess, church or potion shop has the items you need. Actually, I think the Ocean Empire might be one of the ones that heavily depends on resources. Even though I do also plan, I don't remember if I've actually talked about this, but I do plan on the Ocean Empire to have sort of like a. I think I did talk about this, but have like an island that, depending on which origin you are, you can actually go on to the land and all that sort. And I imagine that's one of the ways they get wood, besides shipwrecks and trading. Or like actual animals and all that. since I still don't necessarily know how I'm gonna do the Ocean Empire yet. At least when it comes to like how they survive and everything. I guess the end would also heavily relied on trade, at least for wood. Except I like to think that the end has a magical way of, I guess, sort of like having a grand area that is just like grass and dirt. Well, the grass block, I guess, so not dirt. But I imagine they have like sort of like a huge garden that has like all kinds of crops, farm animals, and trees. But I think it would still also probably be an issue as well. Though. The nether, I don't think that much would be an issue, since the nether has wood now. Oh, I guess also the desert. I know the Badlands have like the trees, so the Badlands maybe wouldn't really rely on wood trades or trading to get wood. But the desert, I imagine, would also be reliant, even though could also do oases or oasis in the desert. But I would like to think that the oasis is it oasis when you're talking about multiple. I don't know. I would have to look that up. For some reason, it just feels weird saying oases. But anyway, I imagine that they the people in the desert think it's like not like worshipping the how do I get out of here? There we go. Not worshipping the oasis, but sort of think that's like something that you don't destroy. It's like nature's land. But I do think the desert would also rely on wood trades. From the other empires. I don't know, but we'll think about it as time goes on for all of that, though. I guess the underground empires would also heavily rely on the wood as well. Well, that will be it for this episode. So I hope you guys have a good day or night, and I'll see y'all next one. Bye.